Hello again, everyone, and welcome back again to the $1 million chance of a lifetime. Thanks a lot for watching the money again, Stupid and Psycho. At least Stupid had lost some weight, and Psycho's now out of his straitjacket. They're finally recovered from their mental problems, so everything with them is A-OK. So, you know, on our last show, we had our long winning streak snapped in the $1 million bonus round, but we can't start all over again with these two new couples starting their trip to $1 million right now. Our first couple, he's from the Screaming Gophers and she's from Total Drama World Tour, Cody and Sierra. And our second couple, he's from Total Drama World Tour and she's from the Screaming Gophers, Alejandro and Heather. So here are the two new couples for this episode, Cody and Sierra and Alejandro and Heather. Thanks, you four. Now, before we play, I'd like to say something to you four. Cody, we heard that your whole body had been healed from your injuries just a few weeks right after you've been voted off, even while you were staying at the Playa de Losers. Yes, even your skin was healed from your sunburn, and you learned a good lesson. Make sure you put on suntan lotion or sunblock before you go outside in the sun. And thanks for giving him some great advice, Sierra. And Heather, we saw on the show that those 19 ousted stars heard your very loud scream all the way from the island while they were at the hotel's pool, right? Well, the bottom line is, every show like Chris's and mine have their own rules. That's it. Okay, all you four know how to win the $1 million here, just like everyone else. All you have to do is win the $1 million bonus round 3 days in a row. That's our main rule of the show, and you will join the other couples who just won $1 million. Okay, why don't we start right now? Who wants to start round 1? Okay, Cody's going to play, and what about you two? And Heather's going to play. So it's Cody versus Heather in round 1, and their teammates can take their seats now. Okay, everybody, let's go! Alright, you four know what the object of the game is. You must solve a word puzzle on the giant screen in front of you. Here's the first puzzle right now. It has 2 words, and you know you must solve some clues to help you solve the puzzle and earn you some money. Remember, Sierra and Alejandro, do not help your teammates. Let them solve the clues. Alright, here's the first $250 clue. It has 8 letters, and here we go. V L R T A R. Heather. Yeah, Heather, Traveler is the first clue and $250 for you. Now, before you have your first guess at the puzzle, we need to look at the keyboard first. These letters remain lit are the ones in play for our first puzzle, except for one of them that you really know which never goes there, and that is the terrifying stinger. You know if either one of you pick it, you lose your turn. Okay, Heather, you can walk up to the board now and pick your first letter, please. One N and 2 N's. Good letter, Heather. $500 in the puzzle bank. Pick your second letter. And 1 M. And I'm happy you didn't pick the stinger this time, Heather. There's $750 in the puzzle bank, and the first clue is Traveler. Solve the puzzle, Heather. Okay, if you won't do it now, then we'll go on to the second clue now. It also has 8 letters, and here we go again. N M I L C R. Heather? Yes, criminal, right. Yeah, it does belong to Duncan because we all know he is a criminal and goes to juvie. So you have the board again. Get your first letter now and watch out for the stinger, Heather. One safe S and no stinger yet. There's $1,000 in the puzzle bank. Hit your second letter. One A and another $1,500 in the puzzle bank. Your 2 clues are traveler and criminal. Can you solve the puzzle now, Heather? Alright, Heather. Then we'll go on to our third clue now. It has 10 letters. And go. M D T S I N R M. Heather. Mastermind is right, Heather. Another $250 for you and another shot at the puzzle. So hit your first letter now. There's a C at the beginning and $1,750 in the puzzle bank. Hit your second letter, Heather. And there's your R. There's $2,000 in the puzzle bank and your 3 clues are traveler, criminal, and mastermind. Solve the puzzle, Heather. Oh, time ran out, Heather. So our fourth clue has 7 letters. And go. R T Y H S. Cody? History is correct, Cody. Now it's your turn to pick 2 more letters and to solve the puzzle. Look them over because the stinger is still alive. So pick a good one, Cody. One safe D, and we now have $2,250 in the puzzle bank. Pick your second letter. And one safe G. Gladly no one picked a stinger yet. Okay, Cody, we now have $2,500 in the puzzle bank. Your 4 clues are traveler, criminal, mastermind, and history. Can you solve the puzzle, Cody? Yeah, Cody, and you have the money now. Man, Heather, I thought you had it on the 3rd clue, mastermind. Oh, you've got the first word Carmen, but not the second word San Diego. Well, that explains everything. So, you 2 are not finished yet because we're going to round 2 next. The clues and the letters are doubled to $500, and also the players will be Sierra and Alejandro. We'll be right back, everybody, with round 2 right after this. We're back right now again, and we're doing round 2. The players are now Sierra and Alejandro, and you 2 know each clue and letter of this puzzle are worth $500. So, here comes our second puzzle now. Again, it has 2 words. And here's our first $500 clue. It has 6 letters. And go. E S R E. Sierra? Right, series is the first clue, so you have $500 for that, Sierra. But first, let's look at the keyboard. These letters stay lit are in play for our second puzzle, and also the star here. There are punctuation marks in there, and all because it's not really the stinger, let's show our home audience the real wretched stinger. Okay, Sierra, you can come up to the board right now and pick your first letter, please. Okay, let's see what the star gives you. You got an apostrophe and a question mark. Excellent thinking by picking the star first, Sierra. You've got $1,000 in the puzzle bank. Hit your second letter. There's an E and two E's. So we now have $2,000 in the puzzle bank. And the first clue is series. Can you solve the puzzle now, Sierra? Okay, so let's go to our second $500 clue. It has 8 letters and go. S, C, U, P, T, R, Sierra. Pictures is right. You have another $500 and another shot at the board. Look them over, Sierra. The stinger's still there. Hit a good letter. One R and $2,500 in the bank. Pick your second letter. And there's your O. I'm so glad that you didn't pick the stinger this time. So we now have $3,000 in the puzzle bank. The two clues are series and pictures. Can you solve the puzzle now, Sierra? Don't you worry, Sierra. You could get another chance at this by getting the next clue here. It has 3 words this time, 4, 1, and 4. And go. An ampersand, I, K, S, D, E, H. Sierra. Yeah, hide and seek. Just like I said, you have the board again, Sierra, and pick your first letter, please. There's a W and another $4,000 in the puzzle bank. Pick your second letter. And there's your D and $4,500 in the puzzle bank. Your 3 clues are series, pictures, and hide and seek. Solve the puzzle, Sierra. Yeah! And you and Cody have a much bigger lead with $8,750. But we're still not done yet, Alejandro and Heather. Not all because you've got $750. We're going to round 3 next. The clues and the letters of the next puzzle are $1,000 each. But the teams have to choose who's going to play. Who's going to play for you two? It's going to be Sierra, and who's going to play for you two? And it's going to be Heather. So it's Sierra versus Heather in round 3. We'll soon find out who's going to win right after this. We're back once again, and we're going to do round 3 now. Just before we went on to our next break, the teams decide who's going to play, and it's Sierra and Heather. Now, Heather, you can still catch up here because the clues and the letters are $1,000 apiece. So here's our third puzzle. It has 4 words. Here's the first clue. It has 8 letters, and go. R, N, G, L, N. Sierra? You're right, learning is it. So Sierra, you have the first guess now, but we must look at the keyboard first, girls. Remember, these letters that are lit are in play for our third puzzle, and one of those that you girls know that is the wrong one. It's the stinger, and here it is. You girls know if you pick it, you'll lose your turn. So Sierra, if you're ready now, to the board and pick your first letter, please. Good letter. You've got a T and two T's, and especially $2,000 in the puzzle bank. Pick your second letter, Sierra. And only one single S. We now have $3,000 in the puzzle bank, and the first clue is learning. Now listen, Sierra, if you solve the puzzle now, we're going to our fourth puzzle. But can you do it? It's okay if you can't do it now, even if it has only 3 letters. So let's see our second $1,000 clue. It's a long one. It has 10 letters. And go. N Q E T S E C. Sierra. Techniques is right, Sierra. You have your second chance at the puzzle. Hit your first letter and make sure you avoid the stingers this time. One A and $4,000 in the puzzle bank. Hit your second letter. And one safe O, and you avoid the stinger this time. We now have $5,000 in the bank. And your 2 clues are learning and techniques. If you solve the puzzle now, Sierra, you and Cody will win the game. Can you do it? Aw, man, time's up, Sierra. So we'll go on to our third clue. It has 6 letters and go. T W R N Sierra. Winter is right. Another clue for you, Sierra, and another guess at the puzzle. So hit your first letter now. One safe K and $6,000 in the puzzle bank. Hit your second letter, Sierra. There's one I and 2 I's. Let's see that they can help you this time. $8,000 in the puzzle bank. The 3 clues are learning, techniques, and winter. Solve the puzzle, Sierra. No! Sorry, Sierra, that's not the right answer. So you finally caught a big break, Heather. Here's our $4,000 clue. It has 8 letters. And here we go. H W L N D I O. Heather. Downhill is right. Now it's your first turn at the puzzle, Heather. Look at these remaining letters over, because not only they're the only ones in play, but the stinger is still there. Hit your first letter, please. One R, and you exactly know what the second word is, Heather. $9,000 in the puzzle bank. Hit your second letter. And there's your F. Okay, the 4 clues are learning, techniques, winter, and downhill. There's $10,000 in the puzzle bank. Solve the puzzle, Heather. Yes, Heather, and with the $10,000, you have tied the game. So everyone, we now have a tie game, and most of all, we are now going to sudden death by having a tie-breaking puzzle. Everybody get back to your places, and I'll tell you the rules. After we show you the puzzle, we'll pop in 1 letter at a time and put $1,000 in the puzzle bank. If either one of you know what it is, hit your buzzers, and if you get it right, you will win the money and the game. But if you get it wrong or run out of time, your opponent will have a chance. But if she gets it wrong or runs out of time, then we'll go on to our next puzzle. Okay, here's our tie-breaking puzzle now. It has 6 words, and here we go. D W N O H I T L H Y N D O. Heather? Yes! And you have finally won, Heather! Sorry they came from behind to beat you two, even on our tiebreaker. But you've won $11,750 already, and you two have a new grand total of $75,750. Goodbye, Cody and Sierra. Congratulations, Alejandro and Heather. You two have finally won the main game for the first time, and also $24,750 along with it. You have a new grand total of $52,500. We're going to take another break, everybody, and when we get back, Alejandro and Heather will play the $1 million bonus round for their very first time ever and go on for their very first step towards $1 million. We'll be right back, folks. Stay tuned as Alejandro and Heather take their very first step towards our richest prize, $1 million. Welcome back to the $1 million chance of a lifetime again. Alejandro and Heather have finally won the main game, and they are going to play the $1 million bonus round for the very first step to $1 million. Because you two know you saw some of the stars from your show had won it, here are the prizes of our $1 million grand prize. 2 brand new cars, a house full of brand new furniture, airplane tickets around the world, cash, and so on. Now, George Gray will tell you just some of them. George? Right, Disco. You and your families can win 2 brand new cars. This 2023 Lexus RX luxury crossover and this 2023 Chevrolet Silverado. Both equipped with Bluetooth, Sirius XM satellite radio, GPS navigational system, and free California admission. And that's not all. They will also win this 5-piece mahogany leather living room from Skyridge. It also includes this 72-inch Class LDE Smart Flash Screen TV and this 5.1 channel Blu-ray player home theater system from Samsung and stereo sound system from Bose. They will also win this Nintendo Wii video game system, this Xbox 360 video game console from Microsoft, and this PlayStation 4 video game console from Sony. Plus many more fabulous prizes. Good luck, Alejandro and Heather. Back to you, Disco. Thank you, George. Now, you two know that your winning puzzle, I Want to Hold Your Hand, is one of the Beatles' best songs, right? Of course, and for your information, you know the third puzzle, The Art of Skiing, is one of Goofy's classic cartoons. Well, my friend Al explained about it to you two because he was on a Goofy cartoon, How to Be a Detective, just at least 10 years after that cartoon. So, this is your very first trip to the $1 million bonus round, and I'll explain to you two about how to play it, just like I told the others. We'll show both of you 3 categories on the giant screen, and you have to choose only one that you two know best. Then the most important thing is you have to identify 6 items that are associated to your category. During every item, we'll put 1 letter into 1 space at a time, but we can't give you the last letter. If you know what the item is, just call it out as loud as you can. We'll fill the rest of it in and advance to the next item. You have 60 seconds to answer all 6 items, and if you do that, you will complete your very first step to $1 million. So with that out of our way, now let's look at the 3 categories on the screen for you two to choose from. They are WWF wrestlers. There are famous wrestlers from the World Wrestling Federation in the past. Firearms, you know there are kinds and types of guns. And board games, those are famous board games. Which category would you like to choose for your very first step to $1 million? Okay, now I need an answer. What will it be? Okay, it will be board games. So we'll show you 6 board games, and let's all find out if that could give you a very good head start to $1 million. Alright, Psycho, please bring Alejandro and Heather into the isolation booth right now. Alright, it's now for you two to complete your very first step to $1 million. And remember, the category you have picked is board games. Like I said, you two have 60 seconds to answer all 60 items, and you have to keep it going. But don't you dare wait for too many letters, or else you won't make it. We now have 60 seconds on the clock, and the first item is now ready. Okay, ready, set, go! H C R 1. Next. 2 words. N A N L D C D Y. Candyland is 2. E S R H I C P. That's 3. Next. O N O M 4. Next. C N 5. One more. A L B R S C B. You got it with only 6 seconds left. Way to go, you two. You've got all 6 board games within 60 seconds. Yeah, it was too easy and you finally got through. So because you took your first step already, you have won a cash prize that you might take home with you two. And inside this gray case that Stupid's holding right now is $25,000. So who wants to hold it? Heather will hold it, but it's going to be for just a moment. Remember, just like I explained to everyone, you must win the $1 million bonus round 3 days in a row to help you two win our $1 million cash prize. If you want to come back on our next show, the categories for the next bonus round then is going to be a little harder than this one. Now here's your choice. You two can take that $25,000 case home and leave here unbeaten with a total of $77,500, or you can trade it in and go on for your second step towards $1 million. You may talk it over right now. Okay, I need your choice. What will it be? Alright, you two are coming back on our next show for your second day, so you can give the $25,000 case back to Stupid here. We'll see you two again on the next show, so catch you two later. Okay, that's all the time we have on this show, everybody. We'll have Alejandro and Heather back then, facing a new couple, and they'll try to be one day closer to $1 million. This is Disco Weasel 1977, and my friends Stupid and Psycho here. Say goodbye, and thanks for watching the $1 million chance of a lifetime. Catch you two later, too, everybody. members of the studio audience of our show will receive free tickets to go see The Little Mermaid from Walt Disney Pictures rated PG. Free tickets to go see Fast X from Universal Studios rated PG-13. Free gift certificates from the participating Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurants. Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's finger licking good.